Now, a tiger at a zoo in New York has tested positive for coronavirus. The 4-year-old female named Nadia is thought to have contracted it from a keeper at the Bronx Zoo. The keeper did not have any symptoms, though. Now, this is believed to be the first known case of an animal infected by a human with Covid-19. Let's talk to Alan Radford, who's Professor in Veterinary Health Informatics at the University of Liverpool. Can you confirm for us that this is the first confirmed case of an animal being infected by a human?
Hi, good morning. That's not probably quite true. We've been aware, perhaps from the end of last week, that there have been very rare cases of pets living with COVID-19 patients who have tested positive, a little bit like this tiger, just 2 or 3 cases. And we've also just last week seen some early evidence from Chinese researchers that have shown that cats and ferrets, and to a certain extent dogs as well, can be infected under experimental conditions. So maybe not quite the first, but it's certainly the highest profile.
And this will worry many viewers, many of whom do have cats. Are cats more vulnerable than other animals?
I think of the species that researchers have looked at, that seems to be true. Obviously, researchers are rightly most focused on human infection and human disease, but there are now scientists turning to animals and looking to see what species are susceptible, and the cat seems to be, with the ferret, the 2 most at-risk species.
I need to clarify, because I'm sure viewers both in the UK and around the world will be very keen to have completely clarified that even infected animals will not transmit to a human, that this is not an animal-to-human transmission at this stage.
Yeah, I think people can be reassured by that. We can never say never. I think that's important to say. Most people on this planet who become infected, and there have been over 1 million people infected now, most people will be infected by people, but there is a risk. There is a risk there that animals could transmit it, particularly cats, and I think we can take some sensible small precautions to minimise that risk.
And I suppose one thing that may also give some reassurance to pet owners who love their cats dearly is that cats so far seem to have fairly mild symptoms.
Yes, that's true. There's been a cat in Belgium that I think was clinically normal. The tigers in Bronx Zoo had mild signs.
And Dr. Radford, I do apologise. I'm going to have to cut you off because we have to leave you now. You're watching BBC News.